This is the journey to one Africa.
Hey everybody, this is Mika and welcome back to SNOA. If you're new to this family, as usual guys, subscribe, like, leave a comment below. It helps us a lot to get your feedback. But also you can follow us on our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Mika Chavala and Swahili Nation. So feel free to support us. We have links in the description, Patreon, PayPal, memberships here on YouTube, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks. We highly appreciate you guys. All right, I have an update here on Mpox virus and vaccine. So there's a news here that says, we saw this coming. US to donate 1 million Mpox vaccine doses to halt outbreak in Africa. Wow. All right. US President Joe Biden announced on September 24th the donation of 1 million Mpox vaccine doses and at least US $500 million to Africa to support the outbreak response. The vaccines will likely be Bavarian, Nordics, Janus, partly sourced from a US stockpile in addition to 6,000 previous donation doses. The US exports Gavi to distribute the vaccine and is advocating for more vaccine production in low and middle income industries. So apparently USA already gave 60,000 donations of Mpox vaccine, and right now Joe Biden promised to give 1 million of vaccines to Africa, basically like to give it. Sometimes I even lack words to say this, because let me say this first of all. It's very important for the US government to know that we Africans do not really have anything against the US government. Nothing really. We don't have anything against. What we always stand for is for the sovereignty of Africa and sovereignty of our people, because we know that nobody really cares for Africa than Africans ourselves. Yes, we know some of Africans, they don't even care about Africa. That aside, we know that when you look at the series of events of what happened in Africa, then the clear answer is that nobody give a shit about Africa. And right now, we're talking about Mpox, but right before this, we had COVID-19, and we know what is happening or what happened with the vaccines. The vaccine that was rushed and given to our people, and a lot of them have been having negative impact, and we know that vaccine, what it did to our people and what it's actually doing to our people. The aftermath of those vaccines, it's not good, it's negative. And a lot of pharmaceutical industries, I think they need to be sued, but I don't see nothing happening, even though we know what happened was illegal and it was not right. A lot of people died, yes, because of the disease, but also because of the vaccine, and a lot of people having a negative effect because of that. Most of them are family members who are still struggling. I always share about one of my close friends who is having negative impact until today, constantly sick every single month, sometimes being hospitalized just out of nowhere because he got 2 shots of vaccine. And I released a video to warn my fellow Africans about this, that please do not receive any vaccine that is coming from them about Mpox. And but unfortunately, we don't seem to learn. When COVID-19 hit the continent, I thought that the continent would have learned and really figure out what are we gonna do, for the next pandemic or for the next disease that is going to erupt, in the continent. We need to have our proper channels and the proper ways on how to conduct and how to tackle these things. And that has to be done with the African Union and basically, a health department. They need to invest a lot of money in research and development of vaccines, because Africa, our people can produce vaccine. We are able. Just thinking that we cannot do it and we need somebody to donate or to support us, that is the first step towards failure. You've already failed. If you just think about that, you don't need to go towards that direction. But if you just think about that, you've already failed, because whatever you think in your mind, that's who you are, that's who you will be. It's clear. The scripture says, and even normal people says that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's clear that you're already a failure if you think you cannot do it on your own. Right? So yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, because we have to live in this freedom and we have to protect our people. I don't trust this vaccine from USA. I don't trust. They're not that kind. They're not that good. No. The reputation follows them, and we haven't seen anything good coming out of that. So I don't trust it. And I don't know what our people will do. I don't know what our leader will do. I don't know if they'll rush, go and take this vaccine and give to our people. But I think we need to step back and figure out the solution that works for our people and not USA. You know what I'm saying? Not that. Until when are we going to be here like a little babies need to be supported all the time? This is what caused our people to be mistreated and being undervalued wherever they go. Why? Because of things like this. We don't seem to get anything together. The continent of more than 1.5 billion people, we still cannot even make our own vaccine. We still don't have our own strategies. We still don't have our own solid plan to protect our people. This continent, guys, continent of 1.5 plus billion people, we still cannot do nothing about our people. Man, this is our responsibility. This is the responsibility of Africa. Nobody else can take that to an account except us. We need to be the one to take that to an account. We need to be the one to save our people, not otherwise, not anybody else. Africa is supposed to save Africa. Africans are supposed to save Africans. And I'll say this again, guys. I think I say this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands times, that unity, unity, unity. One Africa, one Africa, one Africa. Right now, right now, right now, now. That is what we need to save this continent, guys. If we cannot come together, if we cannot figure out the way to save this continent, I am concerned that we're going to keep where we are for a very long time and nobody's going to do nothing. Really. So, guys, I want to know, everybody who is watching, everybody who is listening, do you think I'm being like, I don't know. Do you think I'm being misinformed? Do you think I'm being too crazy about these? Because this is my stand, and this is what I'll always say. I want to know what you guys think about this news, and what are your thoughts, and what do you think will be a proper solution? Okay, let's say we reject, say we don't take your vaccine, then what are we gonna do? And let's say we take vaccine and our people have negative impact. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? That's what I want to hear, you guys. And if anybody has a strategic plan, anybody has a strategic idea on how Africa can start, vaccine herself and not depend on the West or East, what should be done? What has to be done? I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to read your comments.